From flying rock in China to magic floating rock in Saudi Arabia, the world is full of wonders that defy the laws of physics. In this video, we'll look at incredible rock formations in Saudi Arabia, China, Japan, Norway, India, and more. You'll see rocks perfectly cut in half, gigantic monoliths carved thousands of years ago, and massive boulders precariously balanced on tiny points. We'll wonder at how these rocks seem to defy gravity and physics, and discuss some of the theories, legends, and explanations behind their unusual positions. Some think aliens or lost civilizations were involved, while others credit the hand of nature. Either way, these incredible rock formations will amaze you, so get ready for a rocking tour of the world's most unbelievable balancing rocks. Hit subscribe, and let's get started. The giant desert rock, cut perfectly in half, with a perfect cut as if you're using modern laser techniques to split the rock in half, along with mysterious drawings and figures on the surface. Al Nasla Rock in Tama Oasis, Saudi Arabia, has aroused the curiosity of many visitors and caused confusion among scientists. Since this mysterious giant rock was discovered in 1883, scientists have not been able to explain the origin of the split or confirm whether this is a natural phenomenon. Geologist Cherry Lewis suggested that the split was likely caused by freeze-thaw weathering. He is an honorary research fellow at the University of Bristol. Told Mail Online that the split could have formed due to a process called freeze-thaw weathering, which occurs when water gets into a small crack in the rock. As temperatures drop, the water freezes and expands, which causes the crack to widen and lengthen. But some hypothesize that this is the work of a prehistoric civilization with a high level of technology. Although people haven't solved this mystery, the rock has attracted thousands of visitors to the Tama region each year. Flying rock in China. On July 19, 2009 in Hebei Province, China, while hiking, Mr. Gang Hao accidentally took a picture of a strange object that looked like a flying rock. Mr. Gang was extremely surprised when he zoomed in on the picture. The photos have not been edited in any way. Trees and mountains make up 2/3 of the image. The sky only accounts for 1/3, and the flying object has the shape of a rock. The object is estimated to be about 5 meters in diameter. After discovering the giant flying rock, Mr. Gang shared it with colleagues and friends. Is this a flying saucer or an ordinary rock floating in the air? No one has an answer to this. A 1,000-year-old gilded rock. On the mountain Kyaiktiyo Temple has a history of 2,500 years and was built on a rock located at an altitude of over 3,280 feet or 1,000 meters above sea level. The rock has a height of 24 feet or 7.3 meters and a circumference of 49.8 feet or 15.2 meters. It was called the Golden Rock because it and the temple are covered with gold leaf. Looking at it from many different angles, visitors may feel that this giant rock can slip down at any time, yet it has stood firm for thousands of years, defying all laws of gravity. More surprisingly, the Golden Rock has a mysterious and interesting legend about the Buddha preaching at this place. According to a legend, Buddha gave hair to a hermit named Takatha before his death. The hermit handed over the Buddha's hair to King Tisa. Then two gods, Zogyi and Naga, helped the king find a rock under the ocean. The rock was brought up and placed at Kyaiktiyo Hill. The Buddha's hair was stored in the rock, and a small temple was built to worship the Buddha's relics. It is believed that thanks to the hair of the Buddha, the rock can stand firmly in such a tricky position, even though it is in contact with the mountain's surface only at 0.084 square feet or 78 square centimeters. Believe it or not, this phenomenon still exists and hasn't been explained. If you have the opportunity, come to see the Golden Rock once. It will surely make you excited. Magic floating rock. If you have the opportunity to go around the village of Al-Hajar in eastern Saudi Arabia, you will see a super large rock lying on the roadside. At first glance, you might think it is floating. In fact, it is not. There are only 3 tiny pillars, but they can support the huge rock. This drew much attention and discussion from professors, scholars, and curious people, but there have been no results. According to a legend, the Prophet Muhammad flew up into the sky from there, and the stone tried to follow, but it was eventually ordered to stop, so it kept hovering there. What do you think about this explanation? Leave a comment to let us know. Bolton Rock. Death-defying challenge. The giant rock, Bolton in Mount Kerag, Norway, is a famous destination for adventurous people who dare to risk their life to capture a super awesome check-in photo. This rock is located between 2 cliffs of Kerag at the Lisafjord Fjord, Rogaland County in southwestern Norway. The distance between the 2 cliffs is only 5 meters. The rock is suspended over a 984-meter abyss. Many tourists are terrified when standing on Bolton because one slip could be fatal. They may demand some nerves and a giant leap of faith while you try to hold yourself together and refrain from looking down at the gaping mouth of the abyss. However, this incredible experience still fascinates many brave travelers. A 800-ton monolith. The village of Asuka is located in the Takachi district of the Nara prefecture in Japan. Asuka is an ancient land with many valuable historical sites. One of the most unique things about this village is the existence of Masuda no Iwafune, the largest and most unusual of the carved stones. The stone carving, which stands near the top of the hill in Asuka, is 11 meters in length, 8 meters in width, and 4.7 meters in height, and weighs approximately 800 tons. The top has been completely flat, and there are two 1-meter square holes carved into it, and a ridgeline that is parallel to both holes. So what is the nature of this rock, and what is its purpose? Who made it? When and why? Unfortunately, there are no definite answers to those questions, but numerous suggestions have been put forward to account for this unique and unusual structure. In the end, the true origin and purpose of these enigmatic features of ancient Japan may be lost to the pages of history. The 500-ton rock. Floating in the air, the megalith Ishi no Hoden in Hyogo, Japan also intrigues the public because it hovers in the air in a ridiculous way. Scientists have not given any explanation about this rock. It is one of the hardest and oldest puzzles in both Japanese history and archaeology. When watching it from afar, many people are surprised because the rock seems like it's flying above a lake. According to a record, this lake never runs dry even during periods of prolonged drought. Takasago City Council, together with Otame University History Laboratory, conducted studies on Ichinohoden in 2005 and 2006. Three-dimensional measurements were taken, and characteristics of its surrounding rocks were also analyzed. However, traditional archaeologists and historians have failed to come up with any ideas about what the carving tool was and why it was made. Experts can only state that Ichinohoden was created by an advanced civilization. It was a masterpiece lasting for thousands of years. Japanese people also passed on a legend about this mysterious 500-ton rock. More than 2,000 years ago, an epidemic broke out in Japan at that time. The two gods residing in this rock gave instructions to Emperor Sujin in his dream. The emperor immediately followed their instructions, and the pandemic disappeared. Stone of sky god Krishna's Butterball. Krishna's Butterball is estimated to weigh over 250 tons and measures about 6 meters or 19.6 feet in height and 5 meters or 16.4 feet in diameter. This boulder sits on a 45-degree slope and comes into contact with the surface of the hill at an extremely small area. Despite its enormous size, it is possibly balancing off on a hill. It has neither slid down this hill nor budged when attempts were made to move it. In the 7th century BC, for the first time, a king of the Pallava dynasty in India tried to move the rock so that carvers couldn't take it, but he was unsuccessful. In 1908, Arthur Lawley, governor of Madras state, intended to move the rock off the hillside. He was afraid that it might roll down at any time and destroy the town under the hill. 7 elephants were used, but the rock did not move even a bit. It's been unmoved by tsunami, earthquakes, and cyclones for over 1,200 years until now. Scientists have not been able to explain what keeps the rock in such a balanced position. The rock is known by the locals as Vana Irakal, meaning stone of sky god. They believe that the gods have placed the rock here to show their might and power to the inhabitants of the town. While it is currently not possible to move the rock, many people believe that it is still a good idea to be vigilant, and that sitting under the rock to avoid the sunlight is not a good idea. What do you think? Leave us a comment. So we have learned about 8 rocks which were located in the most unique and unusual positions in the world. To explain this rare phenomenon, many people believe that aliens used advanced technology to create these rocks. Some believe in the legends and tales passed down. Others think that they are simply created by the hands of the great Mother Nature. But we don't know exactly which rock is the most impressive to you. Please leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and press the notification bell to be informed about our new videos. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.